getting ready to file for divorce or update your will, and considering using an online service like LegalZoom to save some money. That simple click could end up costing you a whole lot more later. It's tempting. LegalZoom promises an easy, affordable, DIY approach to family legal matters like estate planning, divorce, and prenuptial agreements. But when it comes to the complex, personal dynamics of your family, is a template really enough? We're diving into the common and serious issues people face when they rely on LegalZoom for family legal services. First, let's talk about the biggest issue: lack of personalization and legal advice. LegalZoom is not a law firm. It provides forms and self-help tools. You fill in the blanks, and it spits out a document. But your family is unique. Your assets, your state-specific laws, your child custody situation, none of this fits neatly into a generic template. The documents you get are often not reviewed by an attorney for legal sufficiency. This means the service cannot advise you on whether the document you chose is even the right one for your situation, let alone whether the language you used will stand up in court. If you make a mistake, or if your state requires very specific language or witnessing procedures, the document could be invalid. This leads us to the second major pitfall: flawed or invalid documents. There are countless reports of LegalZoom wills being deemed invalid because they weren't properly executed, meaning they lacked the correct number of witnesses or a self-proving affidavit, costing the estate thousands to fix later. For divorces, if you have any complexities like a family business, significant retirement assets, or a highly contested custody matter, a template simply won't suffice. Using an inaccurate document can leave you legally exposed or force your family into expensive litigation down the road. Issue number 3 is the hidden costs and aggressive upsells. While the initial price looks low, reviewers frequently complain that LegalZoom pushes expensive add-ons and subscription services. Furthermore, if your document is later rejected by the court or needs to be fixed because of an error, you have to pay a lawyer to untangle the mess, often costing far more than an attorney would have charged initially to do it right. Finally, you run into the problem of limited customer support and follow-up. When you hire a family law attorney, you're building a relationship. They are accountable for their work and will be there if you have a question or if your circumstances change. With LegalZoom, your relationship ends once the document is generated. They have extensive disclaimers absolving themselves of responsibility for any errors or damages caused by using their forms. So, while the do-it-yourself option seems affordable on the surface, the emotional and financial cost of an invalid will, a messy divorce, or an unenforceable agreement can be devastating. For matters as important as your family's future, a personalized legal strategy is truly an investment, not an expense. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.